Hello and welcome to this week's Cars.co.za news episode. I'm David Taylor. This week we preview Volkswagen Tukan. That's the brand new Bakkie that could be coming to South Africa. We also take a look at iCar 03T. That's one of the first products that's launching from this newcomer brand. Plus AMG has made an electric monster. And before we get into all of that, guys, if you're in the industry, Carscoza Dealercon 2026, it's happening 17th of September, Sandton Convention Center. Tickets are on sale. Carl, do your thing.
With Cars.co.za, you can use WhatsApp to chat directly with dealers or private sellers. Real people, real-time answers. Boom! Chat, negotiate, sort out paperwork, all without putting on your pluckies. Cars.co.za!
First up, this is the Volkswagen Tukan Bakkie. You remember the teaser image that I shared, I think it was a few months ago, February thereabouts, just a little logo, and they said this thing's coming soon. Now, Volkswagen Brazil, they're in charge of the whole project. They have shared some more details, plus some photos of camouflage mules, which are on your screen right now. Officially, proper reveal in 2027. But why does this matter? Well, Martina, who's the big head honcho at Volkswagen Group Africa, she already confirmed to Bloomberg earlier this year that a localized version of the smaller Tukan unibody Bakkie is likely to go on sale and be manufactured at Volkswagen Group Africa's plant in the Eastern Cape. So that is really, really awesome news. There's still a way to go until this happens. I mean, at this point, I think it's rumored to debut around 2029 locally, but some more technical details have been released. So as a reminder, this is on the MQB platform, which is the same as a Volkswagen Golf, Polo, Tiguan, and so on. But the rear suspension has adopted a rigid axle with leaf springs, and Volkswagen has said the payload, it is going to be exceptional. So fingers crossed, this potentially could be a proper small Bakkie. And as we all know, in South Africa, we're obsessed with these things. And I think it's criminal that we haven't had a small sub 1 ton Bakkie in our market for so long. There's no details whatsoever on powertrains, but I predict that this will just be keeping it simple. No new energy here. This is just going to be good old-fashioned petrol, good old-fashioned diesel, focusing purely on the developing markets. As far as the looks go, you've already seen the camouflage version, but with the magic of video editing, this is what we think it's going to look like. On to the next story, and this week, end of May 2026, sees the brand iCar debut in South Africa. Now, if you haven't already seen my exclusive pre-launch drive of the V23, that's already on the channel, very cool little thing. iCar has released info and pricing on the second of its models. This is the 03T, also like a Jimny-sized new energy vehicle. What is iCar, you may ask? Well, it's a new energy lifestyle brand. The 03T, there's going to be two derivatives if I look at the tech data. Single motor drives the rear wheels, 135 kilowatts, 222 newtons, 0 to 100 in 10.5 seconds, 65 kilowatt hour battery, range of around 430 kilometers. The second higher spec derivative adds a second electric motor on the front axle, thus making it all-wheel drive, and therefore you can expect more performance. So 0 to 100, 6.5 seconds, 205 kilowatts, 385 newton meters. It also has a slightly larger battery at 69 kilowatts, and that gives it a range of 436 kilometers. Bear in mind that both of these battery ranges are claimed on NEDC, so in the real world, I think you can expect probably 5 to 10% less than that. Specification at this price point, wait, pricing is coming, I promise. It covers all the basics. If I go through here, leather upholstery, heated ventilated seats, climate control, sunroof, and so on. If you go for the highest spec all-wheel drive, that adds massage functionality, more powerful audio, and both vehicles tick the boxes in terms of autonomous safety technology. Pricing on your screen right now, and as you can see, both 03Ts are in the 600,000 Rand bracket. But you're probably asking, what about that little V23 you drove? And I think that's going to be starting with a 5. So a little bit less range, a little bit less performance, a little bit less money. It's going to be interesting to see how these things fare in our market. Finally, this is a very, very interesting and controversial car because Mercedes-AMG has revealed the successor to its 4-door coupe. Remember that monster thing, like absolute sledgehammer, V8 plug-in hybrid and so on. So I'm going to let this dynamic visual play in the background while I unpack some of the mind-bending numbers and performance figures of this newcomer. Okay, you ready? 3 axial flux motors, like that sounds really futuristic. F1 based 800 volt battery that supports 600 kilowatt charging. You can get 460 kilometers of range, topped up in 10 minutes, and there's going to be 2 powertrains. The entry level, I love how they say entry level. The entry level GT55 makes 600 kilowatts and 1200 newton meters. The flagship GT63 has 860 kilowatts and 2000 newton meters. And that's good for 0 to 100 in 2.4 seconds. And it'll do 200 k's an hour in 6.8 seconds. So take your Polo GTI hitting 100 in 6.8 seconds. By the time a Polo GTI has hit 100, this thing has done 200. Like, this is mind-blowing for me. There's always a but, and I know you guys are going to start rage typing, going like, oh, this thing is horrendous. And the way I see it, I can appreciate AMG pushing the boat out and venturing far away from its heritage and its comfort zone. I mean, we've all known AMG making big thundering V8s and compact 4-cylinder rockets. So now we're doing an all AMG, all electric hypercar. That vehicle's design. Now guys, you know my stance on vehicle design. There's no such thing as handsome or ugly. I try take everything with a pinch of salt and try understand all the variables. But this thing is so awkward. Front's fine for me, but that back, that's a bit weird. But there's so much rage from the petrol head side of the community. Like, if you go through any social media post around this car, people is going, this is ugly, what are they doing? And it's just a lot to take in. And I'm torn because yes, I love progress and I love pushing the engineering boundaries. And if you take the time to read the technical press release on this vehicle, like what they've accomplished engineering point of view is simply staggering. But if you want to make an all-electric hypercar, you can't cling to nostalgia. We're advancing in this direction, but we're still going to lean on our heritage here. That for me does not work. And let me explain that. Because you have a 3-motor all-electric hypercar, but it has V8 petrol speakers. Like, why? When you engage the launch control, the seatbelts vibrate and the seats vibrate and it sounds like a V8 through the speakers. Why when we're an all-electric hypercar? And it's so crazy that there's software engineered to hesitate the throttle delivery to fake and synthesize a gear shift sensation. Like, I don't understand that. If you want to make a futuristic battery hypercar, then we need to make a futuristic battery hypercar and not rely on our heritage of V8. It all seems a bit gimmicky, but let's wait for the driving impressions to come through. I'm sure it's going to be mind-bendingly fast, and those who are fortunate enough to A, afford it, and B, get to drive it, are going to really appreciate just how fast and efficient this new generation of vehicle is. But I'm just sitting there going, why does this exist? Can we not just focus on like real cars for real people that are affordable? Let me know your thoughts on the vehicles you've seen today, whether you like the AMG or not. Do let me know if you think Volkswagen is onto a winner if they make an affordable, small, double cab Bakkie for our market. And do you think iCar has got a chance in our market? Please let me know. I do read all your comments. And if you do want to buy a new or used vehicle, well, 75,000 new and used vehicles are just a few clicks away. We have free apps on the Apple Play Store and the Google Android Store. I will see you next week. Okay, bye.